I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 24, Volume 9. Yes, it's almost the end of the season. Do remember, though, this week I have to take a quick break on the weekend, so I won't be doing any videos other than the usual sort of 20p arcade challenge, which is really simple for me to do. In fact, I'll probably do it during the week. Anyway, but so next week we've got to wait, and you're going to have to wait to find out which of the two games we selected in the first volume are actually going to be the ones that we play. So if you want to go back and look at the first volume and make a choice on what we play at the end of the season, that is still an option to you. Anyway, this week we're going to stick with those ones that I got recently because they've been really good thus far. So we've got Jack and the Beanstalk, Sorcery, Formula 1 Racing. I don't think there's anything extra in this one. Oh yeah, there is. Hang on. Yeah. So the person who did these went to the trouble of actually sort of photocopying the inlays and actually creating them as a sort of little inlay. So we've got Sorcery and we've got Thor's Jack and the Beanstalk. I think that's taken from the soft A take, because I think that's how they actually they appeared. It's really weird, this though. QA is like that, up and down, but it actually should be left and right. But anyway, QA and 0 to fly. You basically have to find just save your fellow necromancers in that one. So that's Jack and the Beanstalk and Sorcery and Formula 1, which is a Mastertronic game. And then we've got Back to the School, Popeye and Commando. Back to the School. Was it School Days as the first one? School Days was the first one, wasn't it? This is the more advanced one with the girls' school and your girlfriend, where you got a button to press to kiss your girlfriend, and it says Special Edition. I'm not entirely sure what the special version of it is, but we'll get those in the drive in a second, or tape deck in a second. But I have to show you something new that came recently. It's not Spectrum related this time round, but I'm going to show you now. It's something that I used to play and I used to love. I'm going to bring it in now. There we go. It's Supremacy for the Commodore Amiga. It is an absolutely stonking game. Lovely big box as well. But it's a really, really excellent game. I remember playing it back in the day. It's a strategy game for where you basically look at this all this stuff, powers ups and all this kind of stuff. Really cool game, to be honest with you. You strategically sort of manage the planets and all the things go with it, and it was really, really good. I really liked it, to be honest with you. All sort of nice and complete, and what a cover that is. It's on my channel actually as well. If you want to have a look at the community channel, it's on there as well. But it's got all the bits that came with it. Sort of, complete ranges for games, planet control, cards, quick reference cards, so you can help yourself out. What does each one mean? Cargo bays, and all the buttons that are actually on the system. Comes with. If I open that up a little bit, comes with the original poster. Honestly, I feel quite privileged to have got this, but that's the original poster. It's all massive. Sorry, it's not going to zoom in on that properly. The instruction manual, which is it's a nice weighty instruction manual. When they used to make instruction manuals properly, do you remember those? When they actually cared whether or not you got a decent manual. The only people who do that nowadays is limited edition things normally, and people like the discs, of course, 3.5-inch discs, and somebody's position of his game, so his save. People like the Evercade, which you still get a little manual with, which is kind of cool. They're not quite as thick as that. And then obviously the language versions of it along the way. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you that because I genuinely, as I say, don't really... Oh, everything going everywhere. I don't normally buy Amiga games, but this one was just something special, so I had to get it and add it to my collection. This is where I start down another rabbit hole, and I'm not doing it. Anybody thinks I'm going down a rabbit hole, I'm not. Promise. I say promise. I'm promising nobody, to be honest. Anyway, without further ado, I think we'll get this one into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we're ready to go. So let's go down to Basic and load our usual, our favourite, load speech marks. So let's press play. This should be Jack and the Beanstalk. This is an interesting one. This was released by Thor Games, and I always do the same story when I talk about Thor Games. So they did a whole load of sort of single cassette things. I don't know if they lasted very long, but I'm not surprised they didn't, because I did talk to somebody who'd written a game and sent it to Thor Games, and they got about £500. Now, if you think about that in today's money, that's probably about 5 or 6,000 maybe a little less actually. No, that's £500. It's probably about £2,000, say. Nowadays money anyway. Times it by 4. But the person who sold this game, I can't remember which game it was, to be honest with you. I'd remember if I could remember which video it was on. Anyway, Thor Games though then paid nearly £5,000 for the cover art. The math just didn't work out. So they were paying this absolutely extraordinarily high amount of money. Now, I'm not sure whether Thor Games were sold as budget titles or whether they were sold at $5.99 or, £5 or something similar. But just to be honest, let's be fair, you'd have to sell an awful lot of them just to reclaim your cash. Because if you paid £5,000 for that and £5,000 for that, not including the process of making the whole thing, so that was, say, £1 a piece for printing the things in the first place, you had to sell a lot of games to actually cover the artist costs. And the artist stuff I would say, was a bit hit and miss. There's a bit of an interesting one with one which is a version of Centipede with a sort of kind of camp centipede vampire thing on the front of it, and it's really kind of weird. And you think to yourself, that's a lot of money, but apparently this was very much a thing back in the day. They didn't value the computer games themselves nor the gameplay. I don't think they even cared how it worked in most cases in some of these companies. It was just about selling the game, and selling the game meant paying for quite expensive advertising, which was probably a bit more hit than miss. So well, I mean, maybe it was hit and miss. I don't know. You've got to remember those fantastic artists like Oliver Frey and Bob Wakeland and many other talented people, and they needed to be paid, but I don't know whether they got paid the silly amounts of money that these guys paid. Thor Games. I mean, honestly, I think they went mad there. And then, of course, they gave away the game free on Soft Aid to help with the famine in Ethiopia. And, of course, it had the song, didn't it? The Christmas song. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? I'm not sure whether they're a Christian company or not. A country, actually, come to think of it. There's so many things that you think back now on things and go, are they actually a Christian country, Ethiopia, or are they, are they, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but the point is that yeah. Do they get Christmas at the same time? Do they have the same weather? No, I know that they get Christmas at the same time, don't be stupid, but, it's the same weather. It's like in Australia where they have Christmas on the beach because it's summer. Bit weird. Anyway, coffee, massive beverage. I'm a bit behind with my videos at the moment. I'm literally recording this. You're going to get this in the morning of Sunday. I'm recording this in the evening of Saturday. So that's how close this is at the moment. How finite the sort of timing has been. To be fair, we went out with the missus this morning. We went and got some. What did we go get? Christmas odds and sods. She's very organised, by the way, when talking about Christmas. Or certainly the festive period, or the seasonal holidays. That's a good terminology. Seasonal holidays. She's very good when it comes to seasonal holidays. She's well ahead with the game. I think I've got a list of Christmas presents there, or presents for the seasonal holidays that I have to purchase for her. But she's way ahead, and we went out, we did that. We had lunch. We came home. We had lunch. And then I got a stonking migraine, so I went to bed. And then 2 hours later, I woke up, and let's be honest, then it was the middle of the afternoon, and I had like loads of things I had to do. So this has been left to the last minute. So I'm eating into to evening of TV watching. I was hoping to watch Substance, actually. That's what I was hoping to watch. Anyway, stop the tape. Yes, Chris Kerry. Chris Kerry didn't care. There's Jack and the Beanstalk, basically. His poor mother cow deers. He sells it for some beans. Turns into a great big turns into a beanstalk, basically. I'm just doing the coffee at the moment. Let's do the coffee for a second. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Anyway, so this chap Chris Kerry, he just doesn't care about colour clash on the spectrum, and I applaud his ability to sort of not actually care. What's the keys? Q is jump. WE is left and right. P is fire. Right, I've got him. There's a fire. I didn't think there was a fire. All right, okay. 1 for keyboard. Right, collect items. So you got to collect items to get out of each level. So, yeah, if you go too far up, you die. I forgot that. Yep. But he doesn't care about colour clash, and I kind of applaud that because the Spectrum had colour clash, and we all know that. And he just didn't care about that colour clash. So now we have to climb up this. This is a very... Oh, damn! I almost got there. Almost got up the beanstalk, now I'm going to do it all over again. It's really annoying. But yeah, he just doesn't care, and I like it. I applaud that. I think it's quite good. If you look at Mr. Hare on my channel, the homebrew game by Lee Chops Stevenson. I'd keep calling him Lee Chops Stevenson. It's like a special name for him, you know. He was Lee Chops Stevenson. He also doesn't care about colour clash, and I absolutely 100% applaud that. Damn. I usually get off at this level. Yeah, I applaud that as well. He just because I asked him once. I said what I said. I like you not caring about the colour clash, and he said, "What colour clash?" I like it. That's just I mean that's drop mic time, isn't it? He was properly on it. Right, I'm going for it. Full tilt. There you go. I'm out. I just went full tilt there, and it was easier. And why would you jump? Right, I think there's a stone you have to climb up here. And I can't remember which blooming stone it is. I think it's a face of a stone you have to climb up. Right, I'm going for it again. Number one, keyboard. Yeah, I've got. This is very hit and miss. When I was a kid, it took me ages to work this one out. So you've got to get this so that you can cut the beanstalk down later when the giant who lives in the castle above comes for you. And I just went too fast there. I went to madness, complete and utter madness. I went crazy. I tried to charge up there. It's a great game though. I used to remember, a soft aid for me was a fantastic thing. I got that, and you get 10 games, and this is why my love of compilations still exists to this day. Because when you had limited sort of pocket money or whatever else it is, your compilation was king, wasn't it? It was absolutely brilliant. For which one do I climb up? There's one you climb up, or do you go through the gaps? I can't remember. It looks like I should go... Do I go through the gaps? No, you don't go through the gaps. You must climb the bricks. How do I climb the bricks? Can I go up this brick straight in front of me? No, you can't climb... There's a certain brick you have to climb up, and that's it. I've lost it again already. And that's it. It's so fast. It's such a fast game. So you got to collect the money and whatever else is. But I don't even know what happens when you collect the money. It's just insane. Carry on. Let's go on. Let's move on and see what we've got. I was just cleaning the tape deck before this. Thanks to Daryl for providing me a nice. I think it was from 2000 actually. A nice sort of cleaning kit from 2000. It was fantastic. It's got a little bit. It's got the alcohol in it. A little bit of alcohol and the old tape itself for cleaning it. It's brilliant, actually. I'll be honest. But the thing is, it's clearly working because the tape deck, the tape bit inside, the whole thing is getting the sort of the tape that I'm cleaning it with, the one that you put the fluid on. That's getting a bit brown now. So it's obviously cleaning it off quite nicely. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Which side of the tape is this on then? This other one. Oh, it's on the other side. It's on the other side. Let's go to the other side. I have played this Formula 1 game, by the way, in a second. We're going to discuss this Formula 1 game. This Formula 1 game was, before it was sold to Mastertronic, was being sold in magazines. And I've got, and I can tell you the story of this when we get to it, because a lot of people lost money on this one. So let's have a little look at this, and we'll see if we can you can see what was all about. It was good though, Formula 1, in the sense, well, it wasn't good actually. It's terrible, but that's not the point. Actually, it is. It's terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a dreadful game. Yeah, because there's a steering wheel. You can use yeah. You see, this is it. The steering wheel. You can use sellotape, right, ring to roll across the top of your keyboard. Honestly, this is what it says about Formula One. This is Formula One, right? Use a sellotape tin or something similar, about 4.5 inches in diameter and 1 inch deep. Hold it on top of your position in the centre of your row of your keys so that it nestles against the ridge of the back of the roll, and roll it left and right with moderate pressure to steer. This will, to begin with, a rocking motion of the wheel may help you get the feel for the car. Honestly, that's it. Oh, look at this. Sorcery. This is a game that on the Amstrad users, by the way, absolutely love this game. This was released by Virgin Games. Yes, Virgin Games. Virgin Games. It was released by Virgin Games, and Amstrad users absolutely love this game. I used to love it too on the Spectrum. I never really quite got to the end of it. It's about collecting things, realistically. And next on to CERN. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Great sorcerers travelled to Stonehenge with 3 Thurlows who have been held captive. Basically, we try to use objects to get them free. It's the usual sort of map the hell out of this kind of game. But I'm all over the place tonight, have you noticed? Or all over the place this episode. Can't quite get my head around stuff. That is a lovely loading screen, though. I'm liking that a lot. There's a lot about that I'm liking. Especially the guy's blue face at the bottom. He's very cold. It is quite cold at Stonehenge, probably, as well. Especially if he's been doing something at night. It's maybe nude from the sort of chest downwards. He's wearing his miniskirt. It's not right. Just leave him alone. Leave the man alone. If he wants to wear a miniskirt at Stonehenge, it's all good by me. Anyway, yeah. So, and there's a over to the right hand side there. The tree's got like an axe being dropped on it, and it's like grabbing it. Look, it's like the axe of the sorcery. Arrgh. Anyway, but yeah, this is very well loved by Amstrad users. I think this game came out for the Amstrad and the Spectrum. It's significantly graphically better on the Amstrad. I will give the Amstrad that. The Amstrad actually had quite a lot of significantly graphical better games than both the Commodore and the Spectrum in some occasions. So there are caveats to many things, like most things in Spectrum land. You know, there's caveat for the best version of Renegade, which of course is the Spectrum one. We all know that. There's no other better version of it. It's like many years later, the Amstrad and the Commodore 64 both got their own versions of Attic Attack, but of course the original was on the Spectrum, the home of the best games. Many years later they got those, though. They were very lucky to actually have those sort of ported over to them eventually. But yeah, when it comes to the sorcery, I think that the Amstrad CPC, this is their baby. This is the one they love. I don't think it was as loved on the Spectrum. As I say, Virgin Games, one of those black and pink small cassettes. So $1.99, $2.99. Can't remember if they're $1.99 or $2.99. I think they're $2.99. Is it black and... No, it's not. Wrong colour. Sorry. Pink, black and blue. I don't know what... Pink and blue... I'm looking behind me. Pink and blue tapes. That's what it was. I think they were $1.99. Good luck rescuing your fellow sorcerers. Q... You see what I mean? QA. What the bloody hell's going on here? And Zero to Fly. Virgin Games. Right. So I'll pick up... That's the fly. I've got the sword. I don't think the sword does anything for me. I can go out that way. Nope. I've got to go out that way. Oh. No, leave me alone. What do I do here with this portion? I have a sword and it's doing blooming nothing. Oh, I've got to set the fire to it. Oh, right, yeah. That makes sense. Oh, no, it's a club. Ah, club opens the hole. Yeah, I told you there's something about this game. It's really interesting. And then failed. You're killed by the necromancer and his evil servants. Press enter for a new game. Right, so what do we do with this? There's the sorceress dying in the bottom corner, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. The sorcerers are busily dying down there. Oh, that's fine. Watch out for this thing. I need this club. Get off me! Get off me! Alright, got the club. They just home in on you massively, really quickly. I can't go through that door yet. I haven't opened it. Yeah, I quite used to be honest, I think even on the Spectrum version I used to quite like this. I'm not sure why. I drowned in the river like an idiot. Right, okay. I don't know why I used to quite like it. I mean, there's nothing... It's just about flying along and, I guess, eventually just avoiding stuff. Come on, little creature. Come and get me. Yeah, that's it. Come and get me. There, right. Look at the speed of him, though. He can fly back again. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? Need a club to open that. Oh, now there's the club. Yeah, club bashes the ground and lets me out. I feel like I want that. I've got it. I've got the sword. Oh, got killed by his evil servants. Yeah, it's all right. It's a bit weird, but it's all right. It's obviously just travel along the same level. I think that's all the ins and outs of it. Just saving them as you go. I'm not sure what else to say, really. I've been tacked to death here. They are pretty vicious, though, with their homing in things. But again, another game I was quite pleased to have on when I've got the Soft Aid collection that one came on. Right, here is this game. This is the Formula 1 Mastertronic game. Now, this, as I'm going to talk about now, this game was being sold originally as an original, and I know this because some poor person put this in the comments for me. This was being, and I checked it out, and it was true. So this was being sold separately by another company. I can't remember the name of the company. I don't know if it appears on the loading screen. They're probably trying to avoid having it there. But anyway, they sold it to Mastertronic ultimately. But yeah, it's also in Mastertronic. So they sold it to Mastertronic, or the rights to the game to Mastertronic. But they were trying to sell it originally in the magazines for I think for £10, and it was going to come with a steering wheel for that as well. So that idea, the thing I was talking about with the sellotape across the keys to top row to sort of move things, that was actually a thing. They were going to do that, and everybody was really excited about it apparently. But brake, accelerate. I'm just looking at the keys. Right, okay. Change up, change down, brake. Right, okay. Anyway, so people were quite excited about this, apparently, at the time. The sellotape... it wasn't sellotape at the time. You're going to get a wheel, and it was sold in the magazine. I don't think I've ever seen the I don't know whether it's missing in action or not, Formula 1, the original version of it, but I'm guessing it was 1984 when it was originally released, and then Mastertronic came along and bought it and just, got this out here as a I say 1984 because it says 1985 at the bottom of that sort of leaflet thing that we saw earlier. So I don't know whether or not they just came and swooped in and bought the guy who developed it or the code, but basically everybody who pre-ordered this felt a tad cheated because I don't think they got it. I think they ordered it and it never arrived in real terms. I think it had been sold to Mastertronic by that point, and I don't think they got their refunds either. Bit cheeky at that point in time. So this is kind of, I think for some people who had ordered this is a bit of one of them games that are like, oh no, not Formula 1, but at the same time it's got an interesting history that goes with it. It is an interesting history. Those were the days though when we used to mail order things. Do you remember getting postal orders as a kid? I used to get postal orders all the time because of course stamps still hold their value. They still have a value. They're like pounds and whatever else is. So you used to get a postal order and you used to order up a game and things, additional things. The ones that I remember most for ordering those add-ons. So even back in the day of the Spectrum, we had add-on games or add-on packs or other things. They'd already realised that they could sell us additional software, which isn't a bad thing, because back in the day, you used to get your money's worth, I would say. So, for instance, Laser Squad and Lords of Chaos both had an add-on pack. It was $11.99. Can you believe that? $11.99 for those particular games. So you had to send off a postal order for $11.99, and then you got your game back, and it was usually just a tape, funnily enough, that you just dropped into the box with the rest of the tapes, and you got those expansions, and they were extra levels in the case of both Laser Squad and Lords of Chaos. They were just additional levels, but it was blooming brilliant. I said brilliant. Blooming brilliant. It was very good. It was the days when we were getting it. I mean, Hero Quest had an add-on, didn't it? The Witches something or other, and it was all right because we were getting our money's worth. So yeah, I think those were those early DLCs. I mean, to be fair, I remember the very well the add-on for Diablo, the original Diablo game, the one that added the monk to the whole thing, which we didn't have previously. That was an addition that was absolutely fantastic. It really was. Okay, let's have a look at this instructions. So we're going to do keyboard. Look at the steering wheel. Ugh. Right, the keyboard is accelerate. Cap shift is brake. S and A is up and down, and left and right's on the top. So we'll do that. We'll do that now. Okay, accelerate. Right, one for keyboard. Now we'll just race that one. This circuit T. A for automatic gears. Dry. D. Right, here we go. Let's just do qualifying. Okay. What's accelerate? Hang on, it said accelerate there. I'm sure I saw the key for accelerate. I'm sure it was Z. Z to accelerate. I'm in first gear, yeah. Oh, I remember this. This is why we never bloody played it. It's rubbish. Utter waste of money. I wonder how many copies of this went back. I'm doing... nothing's happening, peoples. Other than the time counting up, there is nothing happening. Oh, because it's totally incompatible with the 128k, isn't it? That's the main problem, I think. Yep. Definitely totally incompatible with 128k. Pretty sure this is what happened last time we played this bloody game. There we go. Fantastic. What do you think? Do you want to buy a copy? I don't think so. This is the Mastertronic one that you'll have seen it. You've all got it in your collection. Literally nobody will have loaded it. If you have loaded it, I'll be utterly amazed. You need a 48k for a start off, because it doesn't like 128. That's damn sure. Right, let's move on. Let's see what we've got here. Let's play Back to School. Back to School, one of the greatest sort of is it Sam Cruz? There's Sam Cruz, and there's School Days. Microprose did pros. Microprose did these. Microprose is coming back, by the way, in a big way. If you've not noticed, they're all over blooming Steam at the moment. They really are coming back in a big way. Back to School, though. This is a game where you can name all of the people you like, which we're not going to do because it can't be asked with the time that it takes to rename all. And this is also a game which has every button under the sun on it. And also has a turbo loader, it looks like. That's a good start. Oh yeah, that's what we really need. Nothing like a turbo loader just to spoil our day of making it through loading things without any grief. If it doesn't work with this next try and load, I'm gonna put it on PlayZX. That's the answer. There's so much to say today. I feel like I'm full of useless facts and things about the lovely 80s. We do miss this, by the way. We do miss our games now. It's not going to have it. Turbo loaders are not our friends. Let's see if we can get PlayZX on the case. You can hear it. I can hear the change in pitch as it tries to load. I don't know about you, but I can hear it coming. And the moment I hear a turbo loader, I'm like, no, not going to happen. Just not going to blooming load. Let's have a little look. Thank goodness for Android phones, we're still with a 5.5-inch jack in them, unlike Apple phones. Very handy. Where are we? I don't know where I've put it. There it is. Hello. It's there. Hello there. Doing a Star Wars reference there for anybody who didn't miss it. That was just like Ewan McGregor right there, or Sir Alec Guinness. Or was it Lady Killer he was in? Was it Lady Killers? Something like that. Can't remember the story of it. I just remember it was probably quite famous. So stop typing stuff. Back to School alternative re-release. That'll do nicely. We'll take that one. Minimise. Push the play button. And re-release is a lot bigger than the original, so I would assume it's been unpacked, made a little easier for us all to sort of palette. As if it's that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it'll load a bit easier. I'll tell by the sound. Yeah, by the sound, literally not a turbo loader. Back to the Future. Anybody seen the new Alien movie? Quite like that. Wasn't too bad, actually. Go in with low expectations, you'll come out the other side with slightly better expectations, but only slightly. Spoiler-free review for you if you've not seen it. Spoiler-free, completely spoiler-free. Just get Aliens and Alien Resurrection, mix them up together, you've got it. Pretty much. So basically, they try to do what they did with The Force Awakens and sort of, you know, make us all relive the previous sort of previous generations, sort of, you know, good stuff, but without the same strong acting and ability and too much CGI and all that kind of crap. But other than that, perfect. Yeah, sorry, that was a bad review. It sounded like a bad review. It's actually all right. I've also been watching Slow Horses. Have you been watching Slow Horses? I think Slow Horses is a series worth watching. I don't think the last series is quite as good as the very first one. The very first one was really good. You've had 4 seasons now, and the second season and third season, fourth one, not quite as good as the first. The first is really good, but Gary Oldman's always great. If you want a good watch, I do highly recommend Slow Horses. If you like a bit of thriller, a bit of MI5 stuff, it's good fun. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot of fun. I rarely watch things on television, you know. It's rare that I watch TV series. Somebody recommended it to me. It's like, is it Rogue Squad on the SAS story on BBC? Highly worth a watch, that one. Brilliant TV series. Sort of the early days of the SAS and their sort of, their covert manoeuvres and how they didn't really exist until they existed during the Second World War as part of the sort of very covert things, and I do think it's quite funny that that's how they were. Funnily enough, somebody I work with actually was part of, you know, not that group of SAS, but that very much early generation of that was and you know, it says it's pretty damn good, pretty damn close. So yeah, well worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch. More coffee. I hope you've got a beverage. You better all have a beverage. You know how it works. Don't have a beverage, you can't drink. Well, you can't drink a beverage. Oh dear. Oh yes, coffee is the best. Still haven't got that sponsorship that I've been working for many years now. It's still in the hands of the legal department. I'm afraid the deal between Amazon and Netflix. I mean, the bidding war still continues. Last time I checked it was up to around about, I don't know, 210 million a year, just for my time. I mean, I know if we got Clarkson on here, we could actually add some more money to it, but Jeremy's not available nowadays. But yeah, so currently the bidding war's still ongoing. I mean, at some point I'm gonna break. Maybe when they get to the billion point, possibly. I mean, if they can do it for Rings of Power and Amazon, they can certainly do it for What's on the Tape. It may increase the budget slightly along the way. We may add some CGI. You can imagine that, a bit of CGI right now. I'm not really sure if we will. I mean, I'll be asking for some productions assistants to go along with the new change in status for the channel. And I'm very sorry you're all going to have to pay for Amazon Prime if you don't want adverts. I don't do adverts in the middle of my stuff. Have you noticed? YouTube bloody hates me. It's a bit like Twitch with people who don't want adverts on their stuff and refuse to do it, and they really don't like it, because at the end of the day, that's how they make their money. They make money by using your channel. You do all the work, and they put adverts onto your stuff. There's the key comment there, isn't it? That you do all the work. I don't know why it's counting down. Okay. Yeah, it's your girlfriend, you see, standing in front of you and you're in the middle there. Look at the graphics on this, it's bloody brilliant. Anyway, so yeah, that's exactly it. You know, you do all the work, you do all the production, you do all the bits and pieces with it. Yes, they pay you for it if you get far enough up, but there lies in the crux of the issue for many people. You can take the bike for a ride as well. The crux of the issue for many people who create on YouTube and whatever else it is, if you don't actually advertise, then they are not interested in advertising you. You sell your soul to the devil, effectively, don't you? Sell your soul to the devil. Right, okay, let's push a button. I think this is me starting the game. It's playtime. What's the keys? It'll be Pete Punch. No. What's punch? That's it. Hit. H for hit. C for catapult. Oh, that's crab now. Right. What's the buttons? Space. That's it. That's it. F to fire. That's your girlfriend. Is it K to kiss? Yes, it is. It's K to kiss. Yeah, because there's your girlfriend there. Look, that's... There you go, get extra... Oh, I've been knocked out, though. I think she gives you extra lines, doesn't she, when she does that? There's that Elvis-looking teacher. Look how brilliant this is, though. How big is this game as a game? Can I get the bike? I can't remember how you get the bike. Is it B for bike? No, that's sitting on them. So that's like Teacher's Lounge and all that. Mr. Creek, the yellow room. This is our teacher stuff. So Mr. Creek's there, right next to us. He's the science teacher. You don't get too many lines. If you get too many lines, that's it's all over. You can sit for your lunch as well. Back to school. How clever is this, though? How brilliant is this? There's the yellow room right upstairs there. And you've got to basically, I think you try to find the combination to the lock again, to the same thing. Not like the first game, because you've basically been in trouble for... oh no, maybe it's Mr. Creek there, look. That's him there, probably. He looks very old. Sit down, you little anarchists. When you sit down, you have the lesson. He talks to you for ages. It's so clever. It's so good. Think about... I mean, have you ever played Bully or... is it Cadet something or other? Basically, the Rockstar game. Basically, I think Rockstar robbed everything from the 8-bit generation, I think, at this point. I mean, if you take, for instance, the classic sort of... well, their GTA... GTA, the GTA was basically... please, sir, I cannot tell a lie. What's he going to tell on? It was King Henry V. Anyway, yeah, assembly. What was I saying? So they stole GTA, the idea for GTA from the marvelous Turbo Esprit. And I'm pretty sure that Bully came from this. I think they played this when they were kids as well. And this is the thing that they came for. Headmaster is there. We're heading this way. Where do we have assembly? In here. Oh, assembly's outside. Oh no, it's in the hall. There it is, the hall. That's the kitchen. I just got 500 lines walking into the room. We've got to listen to assembly now. I didn't sit down fast enough. You've got to get the shields as well. You see the shields in the room above? In the green room above. Those are the shields. Those are part of the finding whatever you need to find. Hang on, where's he gone? The headmaster's buggered off. He's gone to his room. What's he doing up there? You're not going to be able to sing All Things Bright and Beautiful from up there, are you, pal? Get down here. Teachers are getting bored as well and wandering off. Just randomly. Here we go. Very weird. The high school SWAT, the handsome lad, the bullies, the big lad. Can't remember this one. I think this is just the good-looking lad. Rusted sort of thing, and the rocket in the lab, science lab. I think we're in here. Sit down. Sit down. They all want to sit at the back, by the way. That's just what they do, look. And they'll sit at the back. If you sit at the front, you're done. I don't do it again. Up the top there. It's good, this, though, because you can write on the boards. You can be basically... It's a cheeky little schoolboy. Cheeky little schoolboy. Just like the In-Betweeners. It's like the In-Betweeners, but as a computer game. Maybe. That's good. It's good. It's very good. Sir, I can't tell a lie. It was a hare. A hare. What lives in a dairy? I'm just checking the tape, by the way, if it's making funny noises. Basically, you run the schedules while being naughty. It's very clever. It is just like Bully. I'm going to quit now, though. I'm going to go on. We're going to see what else we're going to play Popeye. This is not the Popeye of the arcade game. This is Popeye, the big version. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. So they basically did. There was like Flunky, Popeye, and a few other games, and these games were sort of very large graphics. There were big, chunky, huge graphics. I quite liked them, to be honest with you. I think the best example of big, chunky graphics is probably Trapdoor. I think Trapdoor sort of set a real standard for those kind of things. But Flunky was one. Popeye was... Yeah, that's our person talking again in the past. Popeye was one, another one, and they all kind of had these big, chunky graphics that were quite good fun to play with, to be honest with you. There we go. And I've got Commando to finish. I'm quite looking forward to that. I could do with a little bit of shooting. A little bit of shoot 'em up to go with the day and finish off with a nice sort of go out with a bang, maybe. It's a special edition though. This could be. There was a special edition version that was floating around. Daryl sent it to me. I think the link for it. I don't know whether it ever became a tape that was available, but there was a one which improved. Was it made it harder? I think a special edition. Special version. The special version could just have the codes in it, to be honest with you. Or it could be very rude. DK-Tronics, yeah, Don Priestley, who went on to make Trapdoor. So it honestly it all comes around, and I don't know whether it was before or after the Popeye that he made Trapdoor, but it's definitely the same guy. So yeah, there's so many names that are repeated so many times for so many great games during the Spectrum era of sort of stuff. It's amazing to think though, if you look at the date on that. That's 39 years ago if you're watching this in 2024. 39 years ago. I know. But the games weren't even that bad. And then you look back, you just need to look back 10 years to see what they look like. And they look amazing graphically. In fact, if you go to 2005, which is only 20 years from then, you've got the Xbox generation. The Xbox and the PlayStation 3 in 2004. And the graphics on those are next level in comparison to this. It's only 20 years. Within 10 years of this, in the 90s, in 1995, for instance, we've got CGI appearing in movies to a higher extent than it ever did before. It's really the year when that sort of really affected the effects industry. You've got games machines that are so much more powerful. You've got the PlayStation and the Saturn coming out not too long between there. Honestly, it doesn't take long, and that little bit in between 85 and whatever else is in early sort of end of the 90s. You get our sort of our Mega Drives and our Super Nintendos and our Commodore Amigas and all the other bits and pieces. And that they actually get such a small time frame. Those beautiful 16-bit games that we all thought were so fantastic. They actually get one of the smallest slots in it all, because you got to remember these 8-bit games were still going into the 90s. So they really got a short end of the stick there. By the time sort of 3D games are coming very early on, earlier than you think it is, and it's 30 years since they've been around. 30 years, yeah, exactly. Right, I'm going to redefine the keys. Right, left, down, up, H to hold, S to start the game. See, there we are. We're Popeye there. Big Popeye look. I'm going to go this way. There's Olive. Yeah, walk to the front. There we go. I've got my spinach. So you can avoid Bluetooth. Oh, got to get hearts as well. We've got a heart. Spinach is my lives. Right. Very, very politically incorrect nowadays, probably. Oh, he's there again. I'm getting more spinach. Here comes the spinach. You've got to unlock her because she's there. Look, she's locked in. See, she's locked in the house. Oh, bums, I've walked into it. I mean, graphically, it's really impressive. It's massive graphics. It's play-wise, though, it's really hard work. Let's give it another try. That's the start. Right, I'm going to go. Oh, walked into him. One spinach down already. Yeah. He's coming at me. He's got me again. I'm dead already. That is so crap. There's 25 hearts to be collected. Honestly, back in the day we would have seen this, we would have been like, oh my god, look at the size of the graphics. But obviously we wouldn't have come from Birmingham. Oh, in my case anyway, I wouldn't have come from Birmingham. If you came from Birmingham, that's fine. But in my case, you wouldn't have come from Birmingham. But we would have been impressed with that. What was it? Sort of slightly Scouse. It could have been Scouse as well, I'm afraid. Anyway, whatever it was, we would have been mightily impressed by that. Those graphics were huge. And as I say, he went on. I think he went on to make the trapdoor games after that, and Flunky, of course, as well. I'm assuming he did Flunky. Oh, Commando with stars round it. This is the porn star version of it. The Infinite Lives version of it. Well, that's going to make life easy. Infinite Lives version. I don't need Infinite Lives. Here we go. Yeah, I've enjoyed this person's collection. Whoever they are, they did a nice collection for us. Nice collection of games that have been really quite good. Loading screen's interesting. Nice and slow going across the screen. As I say, next week we'll be a bit delayed with it, but I think we've got a choice between two big tapes. I can't even remember what we had, to be honest with you. I can't remember what was in that first episode. Can you remember what was in the first episode? I can't remember what was in it, actually. It feels like a very long time ago. It wasn't that long ago, but it was long enough. Yeah, at some point. Yeah, whatever it was. So whatever it was is in there. You make a choice. I'll have a look next week when I get a chance. I'm gonna try and get onto it. Good old Capcom. Capsule Computers. Capcom. I always thought it was, to do with the Americanism of sort of, of Capcom, as in what I can't remember what it stands for. Something to do with NASA. Something to do with it. Yeah, but anyway, I always thought it was that, but I'm wrong. It's to do with Japanese. It's Japan Capsule Computers. Capsule Computers. By capsule computers, of course, they mean arcade machines. Does it make sense now, doesn't it? Because they were a capsule of a game, weren't they? Yeah, you see now. You all got it now. We're all sitting here thinking. For all this time, you were like, what does that mean? And that means it's an arcade machine because it's a capsule of a computer. It's kind of cool, though. Good old Capcom. I like the way that there was Capcom in the UK, though. They're doing it under sponsor, obviously by Elite. I don't know if it was Elite who did the whole thing, but it's a good game though to end on. It really is. I'm still going with that. I prefer Who Dares Wins 2. I know you all hate me, but I still think Who Dares Wins 2 is better. But I genuinely think this is down to two reasons. I think this is like which James Bond you like. And if you don't all say Sean Connery, you're all wrong. But this is the point, isn't it? Which James Bond did you see first? Which one is your Bond? That's what it is. I mean, there'll be kids nowadays who think that Daniel Craig is their Bond. Or Pierce Brosnan. I've got, Pierce Brosnan, yeah, maybe. But, this is the point. Or God help us, Timothy Dalton. Remember Timothy Dalton as Bond?
But I think that's the thing. For me, Who Dares Wins 2 was so close to Commando that when I played Who Dares Wins 2, and I bought my copy of Who Dares Wins 2, I think that because I'd played that first, I thought that was a better game than this one. I get it, by the way, it doesn't run and gun, except for on the Commodore version of it. So if you get Who Dares Wins 2 on the Commodore, it runs and guns. So the level keeps scrolling as you go, which is very much like Commando on the Spectrum. So I can kind of get it. I get it. It's like what you wanted to play first. However, I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's like everything else. Oh, God help you if your first Bond was Roger Moore. You know that they actually called him on set 003.5 because he was that useless at it. But the point is, yeah, Roger Moore. However, saying that, I did like him in that one with Jaws in it. Remember the Jaws one where he was in space? They got space. Moonraker, wasn't it? Moonraker. And to be fair, he got to drive the Lotus Spree, which of course is my dream car. That and the Elise, actually. I've always wanted an Elise, but again, it's never going to happen unless I win the lottery or something like that. And even if I win the lottery, I'm not even sure I'd splash out the cash. I'm too cheap for that. I might do. I might spoil myself and get a Lotus Elise, but I mean they're not an expensive car, thankfully. So it's just a thought. I love the way it spins around here. By the way, this the thing at the top. What's to redefine the keys? I'm trying to work out what's to redefine the keys. K. Right, redefine the keys. Up, down, left, right, fire, Z grenade, S to start. Oh, dead. But I've got loads of men because it's got infinite lives. Why has everybody got the infinite lives version of this? I'm pretty sure last time we played this there was an infinite lives version of it as well. You know, pretty sure it was. Or maybe it's just me. I've got men to kill that commander there. There we go, running along. You can hear me just concentrating, by the way. Listen, I'm concentrating. Yeah. Oh my God, look at this. You just run along, to be honest with you. There's not a little... To be fair, Who Dares Wins 2, just the same, by the way. Absolutely the same. You just run along, and then you just run along, and in this case, you just keep going until everything's dead. Yeah, and I've died. Oh, bums. Not that it matters because I've got infinite lives, but the point is you just keep running along until you do it and then you clear the area. Whoa! And boom. And throw another grenade. And another man. Oh my God. And then we go through the gate and we've won. Yay! Area 1 clear. Fantastico. Now rush level 2. Yes, I am rushing it. That's the jeeps that are rubbish. Hey, that's rubbish jeep. Go away. You stay over there, rubbish jeep man. Oh, that's fine. You keep going. I'm just gonna drop grenades on you. There. You just stay there. Right. Rubbish. Oh. Rubbish jeep man's here again. He's gonna shoot at me, and it's rubbish. And I don't like it. No likey. Oh, don't like that either. It's the worst Jeep ever, though. It's like the wrong way around. It's like square. I know it's meant to be like at an angle, but blooming heck, it looks rubbish. Oh God, I just want to go. There, I've got the rubbish Jeep. I got the rubbish Jeep. Oh, man on bike didn't get him. He's run me over. Oh, you can destroy it. Right, okay, that's interesting to know. Can't destroy it that quick. You have to be at a certain angle to destroy it. Right, I can't even get this. Ah, rubbish Jeep. Anyway, you get the general gist. Oh, Big open areas here. Look at this. Big open areas. Big open areas. Let's get down. Let's get through here quickly. Let's go, 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 go. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run through the trenches. We are going for it right through the trenches, through the halfway point. Rubbish jeeps, come on, buildings with dudes coming out of them. Those have got grenades in them. We've got loads of grenades anyway. It's actually got D0 grenades, so there's about 1 billion of them in all. So we've actually got points for 1 billion grenades as well. Right, okay. And we're coming to some caves, and here's the new level, and there's the new bosses, and there's the new bits and pieces. Just shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh my god. Shooty, 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 shooty. Oh my god. This is the end of the level anyway, so we know where we're at. Right, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Grenades, grenades, grenades. No grenades. You get a grenade. You get an okay. Get a grenade. 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 Died. Oh my god. Well, anyway, it could go on and on like that. Anyway. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Unite Team, and thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.